never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that body. I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that body.
So again, shout out to YSL. These are the men, you know what I'm saying, that women choose. And guess what, ladies? With the jail bars and the court doors opening, releasing these guys, you have plenty of people to right swipe on and mess up your lives and then blame men who you wouldn't even think about choosing in a million years for your choice, right? Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Robb coming back at you once again with another video. So before we get started, you already know what to do. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the bell icon twice. Smash the like button, share this video out to all of your followers, and let's get it cracking. All right, so this is fascinating, right? These are the men that women choose. All right, shout out to my fellas. I know all of my fellas got some female friends, or they know some women who have boyfriends, baby daddies, or friends with benefits that look like this. All right, and just so everybody is aware, in case we are living in a fake reality or if we're living in denial, there is a woman that decides to dedicate her body, a relationship, or just her time to guys like YSL before they dedicate their body, time, and relationship to people who are doing productive things, right? So these are the things that these women out here choose, all right? But then when these guys get in a courtroom, as you can see with Young Thug's brother, you have the women whining and crying and flipping and snitching right along with them. So the thing that you have to ask yourself about this, right, is, was Kevin Samuels right about the quote unquote you choose wrong type thing? All right. Now, again, as you guys know, when it comes to quote unquote you choose wrong applies to men and it applies to women. It just so happens that Young Thug and YSL are men who happen to dress like women. So we're talking about these guys. All right. And as you can see with Young Thug's brother, you see that he has a baby mom, you know what I'm saying, who is not part of the LGBTQ community, not part of the Alphabet Academy. She is a biological, as they like to say, quote unquote, cis woman. All right. So when you see this kind of thing on display, like we saw Casanova, you know what I'm saying? We saw R. Kelly, you know what I'm saying? We saw all of these dudes up here and, you know, what being involved in these court cases does to them. We got to ask ourselves the question, why is it that women continue to choose these kind of men? And you have to ask yourself the question, is it even, you know, is it even reliable? Is it even a good judgment to trust a woman's judgment in choosing, even if she chose you? That's the question. So let's take a look at what Young Thug's brother is talking about.
As the criminal case against Atlanta rapper and alleged gang leader Young Thug continues, nearly 24 other defendants now are heading toward a trial. A handful of people have now taken plea deals. The latest came this afternoon when Young Thug's own brother pleaded guilty. Joe Hankey has been following this case and has a look at who has cut deals with prosecutors so far.
Jeff Quantavious Greer entered.
So now the thing that I find fascinating, right, is like the women, they like these guys with the face tattoos and the ones that can barely complete a sentence. I mean, I don't know if that's a sentence in the English language or a sentence in the American prison system, but clearly these guys can't complete a sentence, regardless of which way we're talking about. So my question is that the women like these guys because they say that they're alpha and they're tough and these guys can protect them. Really? What we're looking at right here is that it seems like these guys are having a difficult time protecting themselves. You know what I'm saying? You have the baby mom of one of these guys calling, talking about, oh, please cooperate. You need to come home and do the right thing. But this is the kind of man that society elevates. These are the kind of men that women are starry-eyed for. These are the kind of men that a woman will trash a decent, productive guy for? Where does the accountability go?
His guilty plea today ahead of a trial for a case that is scheduled to go to trial next month. Greer avoided prison by taking a deal, but he cannot have any contact now with Jeffrey Williams, his brother, better known as Young Thug. The dominoes are starting to fall, and the court case focused on Young Thug, an accused leader of Young Slime Life, or YSL. Prosecutors say it's a criminal street gang. Defense attorneys have called it a record label. Last week, Sergio Kitchens, better known as rapper Gunna, took the first plea deal, followed by Walter Murphy, an alleged YSL co-founder. Then Wooney Lee, rapper Slime Life Shoddy, and Martinez Arnold, rap name Little Duke, cut deals. Now today, Quantavious Greer, or rapper Unfunk, entered a guilty plea. All five.
Unfunk, you know what I'm saying? Unfunk. You know what I'm saying? We have a row of pookies up here, you know what I'm saying, that could probably just walk in anywhere and have their selection of ladies, you know what I'm saying? And now they're walking up in court, and the court is having their selection of how bad we're going to make these dudes beg. And again, so I got to ask the women, after seeing this time and time and time again, what's the benefit? Why are you choosing men like this? You know what I'm saying?
Have been sentenced between 9 and 10 years on probation. They will also have to testify at the YSL trial if attorneys on either side ask them to.
The Fifth Amendment says I am not going to testify because I refuse to incriminate myself. You can do that.
Daryl Cohen is a prosecutor turned defense attorney. He's not involved in the YSL case, but is following it closely. If Gunna, Greer, or any of the others to take plea deals are called to testify, he says they can only use the Fifth Amendment to avoid certain questions, meaning they could offer valuable testimony.
But you cannot take the Fifth when it comes to testimony towards someone else or some other people that were involved in a crime.
Young Thug is charged with violating the state's RICO Act along with criminal street gang and firearms crimes. Other defendants face those same crimes, while a few are charged with murder. Cohen says with each guilty plea, remaining defendants might start becoming nervous.
More of a possibility that people are going to testify against me, and it may not just be one person, maybe 2 or 3 or 4. But on the other hand, they pled guilty because they are guilty. We're pleading not guilty because we're not.
So, like, my question is, again, this is the prototype, right? This is the prototype of the desired male when it comes to most women. You know what I'm saying? We all know this. Women like, quote unquote, bad boys, until the pressure is actually on. And what ends up happening is you find out that they're not that bad. They're not that bad at all. They're only bad when it comes to their contribution to your life. But the thing that you find, especially like on YouTube and on social media, is that you have a bunch of outraged estrogenites crying and whining about all men when you only choose the face tattoo sector of men. So what is your problem, women? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the women that actually choose the correct kind of life partner. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the men that choose the correct kind of life partner. The men and women that choose the correct kind of life partners do not spend all day on social media crying about their life partners. More than likely, they're enjoying life with their life partners. So I'm trying to figure out these delusional people, you know what I'm saying, who see all of the warning signs and see somebody that looks just like Young Thug all over social media, all on the news, and then you decide to go make a baby or go make a family with that person, or somebody like Brittany Renner, or, you know, somebody like Kim Kardashian, and then you want to whine and cry about it and start gender warring. You chose wrong.
And here is a look at the plea deal taken by Young Thug's brother, Quantavious Greer. He'll have to serve 10 years probation, complete 750 hours of community service, testify if called upon, cannot possess any guns, and will have a curfew to follow. And as we mentioned, cannot have contact except through attorneys with any other defendants.
Now, these are the guys, right? These are the guys that women love so much because they're bad boys. Oh, they're bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to beat this person up and he's so thugged out, and you know what I'm saying? This, that, and the other. He's so thugged out, right, that he got all of his accolades from breaking rules. But now he's in the courtroom begging for rules to follow. He's begging for rules to follow. So somebody help your boy out. Please make this make sense.
The case, it includes his brother, Young Thug. Now, jury selection is set to begin for this case the first week of January. Jeff?
All right, Joe, thank you. The legend and legacy of the man known as Young Thug, it's complicated, very complex, as his own art that earned him a Grammy could be what keeps him incarcerated.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that body.
The song lyrics, as well as his life, are under the microscope. 11 Alive explains this complicated case as well as his impact within the community in our documentary series, Jeffrey.
Man, oh man. I mean, you heard that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you heard that. That was right on the screen. You know what I'm saying? So we got more of these YSL, Young Snitch Life cats, just bowing out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the face tattoo crew and the women that love them. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy to me. But it is what it is, man. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? It's episode 400 of Life on Repeat. So here we go. Repeating, all right? Young Thug's YSL co-founder accepts plea deal in RICO case. Young Thug's Young Stoner Life co-founder Walter Murphy, another one, has accepted a plea deal in the record label's ongoing RICO case. You know what I'm saying? So these are the guys who are known for being thugs and being criminals and breaking rules, who are now looking to those people that they write the rap lyrics about to give them rules to follow so that they can stay on the outside and get natural sunlight. You know what I'm saying? Murphy was released from jail on Tuesday, December 13th, after his attorneys worked out a plea agreement earlier this week, per the New York Times. The YSL co-founder pleaded guilty to racketeering and was sentenced to 10 years behind bars. He received time served for the first year, and the rest of his term will find Murphy on strict probation. If he satisfies all of the deal's conditions in the first 5 years, then Murphy will be off probation and the rest of his sentence is commuted. A major part of those conditions is Murphy not being arrested for anything above an aggravated misdemeanor. Murphy's release came prior to Gunna regaining his freedom on Wednesday after striking a plea deal with prosecution. The DS Forever rapper pleaded guilty to a racketeering conspiracy charge and was sentenced to 5 years with 1 served in prison. The 4-year sentence left will reportedly be suspended, and Gunna will serve the rest in the form of 500 hours of community service. In a statement following his release, Gunna revealed that he entered an Alfred plea, where a defendant enters a formal admission of guilt while maintaining their innocence, and insisted he did not snitch on his co-defendants. So, I mean, again, we've already gone through this multiple times. And again, as far as snitching goes, that's when it comes to street culture, I should say, not productive. But when it comes to the degenerate face tattoo culture, the 5 baby mama tattoo, you know what I'm saying, the 5 baby mama culture, you know what I'm saying, the desirable male culture, when it comes to that, any assistance to the prosecution is snitching. You know what I'm saying? So you assisted the prosecution, which is the reason why you're not in jail anymore. Nice try. So now here it says, while I have agreed to always be truthful, I want to make it perfectly clear that I have not made any statements, have not been interviewed, have not cooperated, have not agreed to testify or be a witness for or against any party in the case, and have absolutely no intention of being involved in the trial process in any way, he wrote. My focus of YSL Entertainment, rap artists who wrote and performed music that exaggerated and glorified urban life in the Black community, he added. I love and cherish my association with YSL music and always will. Young Thug scored a legal victory when Fulton County Judge Earl Glanville sided with Thugger at a court hearing on Thursday after he ruled that evidence seized during a 2015 home raid can't be used against him in the upcoming trial. The defense argued the search was illegal and expressed concerns about the validity of the warrants or if any actually existed. Thug's attorneys requested that all of the property that was seized to be returned to Thug, which includes a cell phone, a computer, and a small amount of marijuana. The prosecution intended to use evidence found in the cell phone against the YSL rapper in next month's trial, but that won't be the case anymore. All right. So again, all of these guys who are saying that, you know, Young Thug and are saying that Gunna and all these guys didn't snitch. Again, my question is, if this was anybody else, what would you consider assisting in the investigation? What would you consider insisting the trial? Most of these people who don't want to give YSL the same scrutiny as they would give anybody else, it's just because they're fans. They're emotional. They're the same kind of men, the same kind of people as YSL. You know what I'm saying? They probably got the same kind of life situations too. They probably got the same kind of face tattoos. They probably the same kind of degenerates. You know what I'm saying? Because again, this is what's worshipped. You know what I'm saying? This is quote unquote the way to be. You know what I'm saying? YSL members Lil Duke and Slime Life Shorty take plea deals in RICO case. YSL co-founder Walter Murphy has also been released, while Young Thug remains incarcerated. I mean, I was watching a video that Academics and 6ix9ine did, and I mean, these guys have a song called "Take It to Trial." Okay, is that trial? You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, it just is. It's fascinating. You know what I'm saying? Details surrounding the ongoing YSL RICO case continue to unravel as multiple members of the gang have been released from prison after taking plea deals on Friday, December 16th. They are in tuxedos. You know what I'm saying? They have napkins folded up in their laps. They're wearing gloves at the table, eating the soup with the soup spoon and eating the salad with the salad fork. I'm telling you, these cats are on their best behavior. You know what I'm saying? And it don't have anything to do with it being 2 days before Christmas, because they're not getting no Christmas gifts. But Santa Claus sure as hell gave them this. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says rappers Lil Duke and Slime Life Shorty both reportedly pled guilty to conspiracy to violate Georgia's RICO Act after admitting their membership in YSL. Both artists were released from custody after having their sentences commuted to time served. All right. So now here it says, amid speculation surrounding the nature of the freed YSL members' plea deals and rumors of their cooperation against the incarcerated YSL founder Young Thug, Slime Life Shorty took to Instagram to clear the air. All right. So now this is what he said. Yeah, I'm home, the Atlanta rapper wrote. I ain't had to snitch to get here, dickhead. I admitted you Slime Life was a gang, cause it ain't illegal for no group to be a gang. Look it up. That don't hurt nobody. Anybody can be a gang. Plus the founder already admitted it's stupid. What I posed to say, if a founder admitted it, what I didn't do was say, yes, it's a fact. People in YSL commit crimes like murder, etc. Cause I ain't know nothing about that. You know, I ain't know nothing about that except for, you know, the stuff that Gunna said and about the stuff that you mushmouth idiots were mumbling in your raps. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says, in addition to Lil Duke and Slime Life Shorty, YSL co-founder Walter Murphy has also been released. He reportedly entered an Alfred plea. They need to go ahead and make Alfred an honorary member. You know what I'm saying? The same deal Gunna received prior to his own release from prison last week. In May, Thug, Gunna, and other members of YSL were arrested as part of a 56-count indictment. It's about to be 56 people, getting released, you know what I'm saying, from giving up information. The crew has been accused of being a violent street gang responsible for multiple murders and other acts of violence during their decade of operation. So my thing is, why don't they deal with the court in the same way that they dealt with the streets? You know what I'm saying? Young Thug, who remains incarcerated and has maintained his innocence, is facing multiple charges, including drug possession, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, possession of a machine gun. The Havana rapper recently hit with additional charges by Atlanta District Attorney's Office for street racing, reckless driving, and speeding by the Atlanta District Attorney's Office. So again, shout out to YSL. These are the men, you know what I'm saying, that women choose. And guess what, ladies? With the jail bars and the court doors opening, releasing these guys, you have plenty of people to right swipe on and mess up your lives and then blame men who you wouldn't even think about choosing in a million years for your choice. All right. So let me know what you guys think about this. All right. This is, in my opinion, this is dumb, you know what I'm saying, but not, nothing surprising. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a thumbs up. Make sure you leave a comment. All right. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the bell icon twice. All right. And I will catch you all on the next video. All right.